Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making the beautiful pictures, the cap on the pictures you saw above. And to make this cap, I'll take you through the processes involved in. It's very simple. Before we go into it fully, I want to plead with you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. I really appreciate those who have subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, for this cap, we are going to be making use of these materials. We make use of this mold. We make use of the blue cap you see there. They call it bishop cap. We can see it. We can buy it from any shop where they sell materials for cap. Now, first thing I'll do, I want to tie the cap in a nylon, and I mean the mold now in a nylon because I don't want the thickener to stain it. So after I've done that, I'm going to put it inside the bishop cap. That is the blue cap is called bishop cap or bishop hat. I put it inside because I need the thickness around my cap. So I'll place that in the middle of the material I want to make use of. For this material, I'm going this doll face material. Actually, this cap I made a dress, so I just feel like making a cap that will go along with the dress. So these are the pieces of the materials left, both the lace material and the doll face material. So that's why it's looking like this. So it's the leftover of the material I use in making the gown I'm using for an occasion. So what you do now is to place the wrapped mold inside in the middle of the doll face material. Then using your pin, you just pin round as you see me do. Just take it around like that, but ensure you drag it so that it will be smooth when you by the time you turn it around. So as you can see, just keep on the process until you are done pinning the material to the mold, and do it firmly so that the beauty of the cap will come out. So the process continues. You can see that we are done pinning around. So once you have done, you can see the back. That is how it will look like. Now the reason why I put the bishop cap inside is because I want it a bit thick. So that's why I did that. Now this is my thickener. I added a little bit of water, but I think now with this I prefer not to add water because it wasn't really that hard like I wanted it to be. So you may choose not to add water to your thickener. So I improvised here using the toothbrush. You can use shoemaker brush or any brush that is convenient for you or easily available for you. Some people even use their hands to apply it. So anyone that work for you. So you just apply round the fabric. The purpose of this is to make the doll face thick, to make it as thick as possible so that it will stay and go to the direction you want it to be. So after you have applied on the back, apply uh, um, on the front of it so that every aspect of it is well taken care of. So that is done. What the next thing we are going to do now, this is a marco, is soft marco. So the measurement is 1.5 inches by 28. 1.5 inches by, is it 28? That should be 26, not 28 now. So what you do now is to take it round. No, sorry, the marco is 28, not 26. It's 28. So that material for the marco is just to take it to the machine and sew it into two. That is the material that I will use to wrap the marco. The measurement is 4 inches. Yes. Then these other pieces I'm going to use for the wrapping of the foam. This is 8 inches by 28 inches. 8 inches by 28 inches. I have two pieces there. So you sew the edges for one, the two edges for one, and the other piece uses it to turn this lace material. The lace material and the doll face material have the same measurement. and the measurement is 8 inches by 28 inches. Now this one that we use to wrap the marco, like I said, is 4 inches. Is 4 inches, while the marco is 1.5 inches. Now I've folded it together, I've sewn it straight, I've ironed it out. Now just to take the marco inside and drag it out, and it will look like this, just like this, just like that. And then the other materials, like I said, 8 inches by 28 inches for the lace material and for the door face. One, I sew the edges round. The other one, I use it to turn the lace material around. Then this foam material, I'm going to, the foam rather, the foam is 8 inches by 28 inches. 8 inches by 28 inches. Now what I do now is, using my office pin, I will wrap it very tight, fold and fold until you get to the end. I want it a bit hard and thick. So once you fold it right like that, use your office pin to secure it. Then continue the process. Fold and secure it with your office pin, because I want it round to form the fold in front. Yes, so the process continues. Just fold and pin, fold and pin. So you do this for both foam, the two pieces of the foam. Remember, the measurement is 8 inches by 28 inches. Now once you have done that, you use your needle and thread to tack it, like you see me do. Just mind your hand, continue to tack until you get to the end of the foam. The reason for this is that we are going to remove the office pin. You can't make a cap with the office pin hanging inside. So we are done using our needle and thread. At this point, remove all the office pin. The office pin is just to sustain it until the needle and thread has sewn it. So we have achieved that. This is what we have. This is what we have. The foam, remember, is 8 inches by 28 inches, just like the fabric is 8 inches by 28 inches. Now this is the plain one. This is the plain piece that has no lace. We have two pieces, one for the lace material and the other one is plain. So what we do now is to wrap up the foam with the door face material. Remember, it's 8 inches by 28 inches. Once you wrap, you use your office pin to sustain it. Wrap and sustain with the office pin. Although we are going to remove this office pin later, but for now, you use the office pin to sustain. Just wrap it. Remember, we sew both edges, the long side now. We sew it down, folding the edges in order to have a neat cut. On the fabric now, so that you don't have rough design. It's better you sew the edges. So the process continues. Then you pin with your office pin, and so on and so forth. Once you are done with this, proceed to the other fabric, the other piece of the material, that is the one that has the lace fabric. Please remember to like, remember to subscribe. Just hit the notification button for notifications anytime new videos are posted. Now once you are done with this, go ahead, pick the other piece that has the lace material. Remember, we use this other piece to make a lining on the lace material. The measurement for both lace and the fabric is still 8 inches by 28 inches. So continue to wrap this, pin it, just like we did for the other the first one we wrapped. It's still the same process. So we are done. This is how it looks for both. This is how it looks. Now what you do now is to get your matching needle and thread and tack the four ends of the foam. Just tack like that for the four. Yes, please remember to like, remember to subscribe to this channel. Actually, I made this for a dress I made, like I said. I felt like just putting on something like a cap on what I wore on for an occasion. So remove, and now our mold, the material is dried. We have to allow it to dry for some time. So now it's dried. We remove the pin and cut off the parts, the excess we don't need. So though not fully dried, but at least manageable to the point of usage. So once you have cut off the excesses, just take your gum and apply it so that the edges could go in. So this is it. I've used the gum to press the edges down. Yes. So this is what we have. What we'll do now is to pick up that smart fabric we put our manko inside. As you can see, the 1 inch or 1.15 inch and manko with the doll face around it. I still remember the piece. So what we do now, we use our hot glue. You can choose to use your hot glue or you use needle and thread. But needle and thread may be a bit stressful. So what I use here, I made use of the hot glue. So you just apply it on the edge there and place on the cap. Yes, on the upper part of the cap now. You just place it, apply and place, just like that. You may not apply the glue on all the fabric at a time, just step by step to avoid rough work. So as you continue, just apply. As you continue, apply, and you. The reason for attaching this extra to it is because I want it to be a bit higher than the usual cap. I want it high. Yes, because I'm going to make those two folds to go around it. Now it's your choice. You can still decide to use your needle and thread to secure it. Just take your needle and thread around. The other cap I made, I didn't use needle and thread. I just used the hot glue. So it's not really necessary to use needle and thread again, which you have done, attach it very firmly with the hot glue. So what you do now, take the first fabric with your needle and thread, tack it round carefully to the back. Once you are done doing that, you have something like this. Then you take the other fabric, the other parts of the cap, of the fold now, the plain one, then place it on it just like this, using your needle and thread. Now once you have done that, you have something like this. So at this point now, you can decide to use the plain doll face, or you use the lace material to make a bow. In my previous video, I explained how to make a bow. Just make a bow and attach it to the back where you pin them together. Then attach your princess, what do they call it now? Princess band inside, so that